I am going a little bit further with what Robin was telling with the example of the chicken soup. What we have learned is doing. By doing, um, um, we get from our parents when we're doing something. They say that we are so good children, and so we have learned to do things, but that's not where Ayni is about. When Robin is sick, and I want to bring chicken soup towards her, everything has to do with from what place of me do I bring this soup? Do I give something in the hope I get something in return? Then it's a very low frequency energy. When I give this chicken soup because out of love about everything high frequency, then I get that high frequency energy back. And so it's not only bringing somebody chicken soup, it is from which place inside of you are you doing it? So with other words, nothing about Ayni has to do with doing. Everything from Ayni has to do with being. Are you that love that transports that chicken soup towards Robin or somebody else? It would be very cold when I'm when I am finally there. Then the chicken soup is cold.
And take a while to get here.
But when I'm bringing it in Ayni and have a long flight with it to finally everything can be in Ayni.
The best chicken soup I'll ever get. I want to say right there, if I have two different people bring me chicken soup, and I have one who is clearly in the space of you, Clementine, and you bring me the soup that is just purely from your heart with pure good intentions, no attachment to something coming back to you, just freely given from your heart with pure intention. That's unconditional love, by the way. And then I have another friend who, I heard you were sick. Oh my God, I know, like, you need some chicken soup. I can do that. I'm going to fit it in between this and this and this. And there's resentment and stress and anger. And that second soup not going to help me heal. That second soup is going to keep me right in the lower energies that I'm already in, because that's what's there. However, for the person who's offering that soup, that energy is going to come back to them, and there is going to be situational circumstances that person to handle with all of this resentment coming toward them. And we miss this because I gave them some soup, but it's not about the doing, it's about the being. And so the soup that got here cold on the plane is going to be far more healing than the hot soup with all the resentment in it. And then you will return to your life, and somewhere, someday, all of that. I mean, if you're going to get on a plane and come all the way from Belgium just to bring me soup, that's wonderful. Imagine how that's going to come back to you, right? But it isn't given in a way of that thinking right there, like, oh, this is going to come back to me. It isn't that. It's just purely giving unconditionally and trusting and knowing it just happens that way. And maybe you're not ever going to get in a situation where you're going to need those same energies, but then that energy is going to flow around you and go to your family or your community, and someone else is going to need that. And that's the true flow. It's not just a two directional, it goes in all directions, and it encompasses everybody in our family, our community, our nations.